Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to finish working on, we're not going to finish, but we're going to continue working on our fuel system. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. If nobody knows what I'm talking about here, I'll attach a link to the first video here, but we are building a little fuel storage shed here for the Homestead. Everybody asked how I move these barrels around. I built this, and again, I'll put another link to this video above here. I built this little skid here where I can come in and pick it up with the bucket forks, and I can load it onto the truck. So what's going to happen is I'm going to build another 3 skids, but this skid will face this way. This front skid will face out this way, and I'll probably only have 3 barrels here. This one will face out this way. So if I need to unload or load a barrel, I can get each one out individually. So what I think we're gonna do is, we're gonna do option 2, which everybody voted for, which thank you guys for voting. So why don't we go ahead and start with the 4 corners. We need 4 corner posts, and then we can do our little lean-to roof off the top here. So yeah, let's go hunt down some lumber. Try to use some recycled stuff here we have kicking around, and yeah, we'll get right to it. First order of business, we need to rip a 2x4 to fill this void up here, so when we put our 4x4 posts on, they can be square with the side here. So let's go ahead and measure this out. We'll cut a 2x4 and we can clean rip it at the very end when we're all said and done, but just for now we're going to fill in that gap. Alright, so you can see what we did here. We ripped a piece of 2x4 to fill in the gap there. I'm not sure why they did that, but again, I didn't build this skid, so now we can go ahead and cut 4 posts. We need to make sure we leave enough room for our pump handle, which comes out about 12 inches above our barrel here. So let's measure up and get a measurement. So if I had to pretend we had a handle on this pump here, I want to make plenty of room. So what's a good number here that we like? I think 64 inches is probably enough to the back here. Then we'll do a slight raise at the front for angle. But yeah, 64 inches will give us, top of our barrel is 42, so 64, that's 22 inches. Our handle is only 12, so that gives us a little bit of wiggle room. So yeah, why don't we cut 2 4x4s at 65, and then we'll get those laid out, and then we'll do the front a little bit taller so we have some pitch for our roof. So let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think that's a good height. Alright, so that looks like a pretty good height. Again, we're going to have an angle coming off of it, so that looks good. We just put a couple screws in it to hold it. Let's cut a second one at 64, put it on that side, and then we can determine what kind of angle we want off the front here. I do things a little unconventional around here, but 3 rights make a left. That's how I look at it. So let's continue on. So what I'm going to do here is this is a nice 4x4 we got out of the wood dump. So there's a couple holes in it, but it'll do. I'm going to secure this to the front right here, and then we're going to get a 2x, and then we're going to determine our roof pitch. So let's go ahead and screw this in, and then we'll get right back to the show. Alright, so I know it looks confusing, but we got this bottom post square. That's what this angle piece is for. So we got this bottom post square. So now what we want to do is, we want to measure, now that we know that's square and that's a 90, we want to measure from, actually let's go on the inside. From the inside of this back post here to the inside of our front, which is 56 3/4. All right, so 56 3/4. That is our bottom measurement. I know if I go like this, from the top of our post, come on, I should be at, yeah, look at that, 56 3/4. Just about perfect. All right, so hopefully you're following along. So the outside to outside is 56 3/4. So now if I grab this, measuring from the top of our post over, this top post got to go in just a little bit. So let's use our 3 hands here. Let's check that measurement. Okay. All right, so now, just to kill a dead horse, outside to outside, 55 3/4. Yep, 55 3/4. To 55 3/4. Perfect. Now, if that math is right, that means that this post should be square, depending on our plywood. And would you look at that? It's as close as gonna get. All right, great. Now let's figure out our rafter pitch. All right, so now we got our outside 2x4. We got a pencil line done here. So we're gonna go ahead and take these 4x4s off. We're gonna cut that, so this is flush. And we're also gonna cut this pole flush, and then we'll put it all back together. We'll run our beam, and then we'll be able to put our rafters on. It all makes sense. Spare you the time lapse. As you can see here, this is all flush now. We cut these at 10 degrees, following our outside stud up. Same thing, 10 degrees, it's flush. So when we lay our roof down, nothing's sticking up. All right, well, I think that's enough for today. We got the 4 posts and we got the outside. Right now, the 4 posts and everything are all square and they're all equal. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up at that. I'm trying to keep these episodes small and short and concise. But yeah, I think it's definitely looking more like a storage shed. So up in the next video, we are going to put our beams in and then run our roof rafters, if you will. And then, yeah, we should be pretty much styling. I'm not going to do any support in the middle because I want this all nice and wide open, and all we have to really worry about is a light snow load. I'm not going to over engineer this. I need space to be able to get in and out with the tractor. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. It's not the most conventional way to do things, but hey, that's how I do it. At the end of the day, 3 rights make a left. That's how I look at it. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, and we will see you out in the woods.